Hope everyone's doing well this weekend and staying warm with their families and trying not to get ill. I want to welcome everyone to our channel. If you guys are new to our channel, and this might be your first video that you're watching with us, go ahead and click the icon, the money icon to your left. There's somewhere around 80 videos that I've done already. Okay, on various subjects. Now let's begin here. We're going to research Rocket Company. Okay, the stock ticker is RKT. I've been talking about it for a while here. It's because I'm in it. I'm in it a lot. As you guys know, you guys see all my trades right here. I'm totally transparent to you all. We're going to talk about what CEO stated 2 weeks ago. We're going to go back a little bit before we go forward. Okay, and unusual options activity. And review past and current short interests and articles. This is going to be interesting too on this short interest. And articles to support our positions, rock stock and the options. Secondly, we're going to discuss our path forward and where we see the stock going into earnings. Because the earnings are coming up in 2 weeks. So we have to remember that. And then we're also going to review our live rocket trade that we performed on Friday. And you'll see what trade I got to do and what trade I didn't get to do. And then what I performed on Friday and discuss current position. Now I'm going to go over the other positions just a little bit at the end of the video. And then it shows us how much we got on the line right now and how much money we're thinking about making this next week. We do a lot of weekly options. Pretty much all our trades are weekly options right now because the market right now is overbought in our opinion. Please click the like button and subscribe. So let's get busy. Okay, this is the CEO, Jay Farner. On January 29th, he stated on CNBC when the stock was surging to $24 a share, the people that was pushing up, GME and BBY, there was a huge short interest and the shorts were trying to cover, and that's why the stock shot up so much, and that's what he was explaining to these people. He also made a statement, and I stated this in other videos, that you do not want to short the stock because the insiders and the corporation owns 95% of the shares. And we're going to go into that in a minute. Just remember that. Think about this. 95% of the shares is not open to the public or not open to institutional investors. Let's go into the unusual option activity. Wednesday, February 10th. It was at about 10 a.m. in the morning this came out. Now they're stating that this is a bearish transaction. But if there's a strike price, a call option for $25 a share, it can be considered as a bull as well. Depends on what side of the trade you're on. And remember, this is an expiration date of 3/19. Now this volume somewhere around 600. You're trying to control 60,000 shares on this one option trade. Now let's look at the price of the 3/19. Now he was going after the 25. So to buy these options, the buyer that's the bull would have to pay $1.20. The bull would have to pay $72,000. The bear would receive $72,000 in premiums. Because remember, the bear is thinking that the price will not go over $25, the strike price. So he's keeping this premium and he owns the shares. So when the share price goes up to 25, he's selling his shares plus he's keeping the premium. Now the bull is the one betting that this price will go up. Okay, so you got a bull and a bear case. So when they put this out, this is misleading, saying it's bearish. Well, who's bearish? If you get $25 for your shares and then you get to keep $70,000 or $72,000 and then you sell your shares at $25 and you might have bought them at 19 or 20, shoot, you made a lot of money. So I don't believe in this sentiment here. That's my opinion. But then again, everybody has their opinions. All right, let's go back to the short positions, current short positions right now. Now, this is a diagram that you can get from Naked Short Report. They give you one or two of them free or something, then they want you to join them. Now, let's go back a little bit here. All right, back in January, where the Rocket CEO, January 29th, when the share price was at $24 a share. At that time, the short volume was 2.9 million. That's only for that day. So you have to go down here. At that point, when the share price was way up there at $24, there was a 45% of the shares were shorted. And then, the next following couple of days, was 47%. This was the highest point, was on February 1st. On this day right here, the regular volume was at 3.4 million. The short volume was 1.6. And then what happened was the stock came down. Now, this was February 1st right here. And then, you just keep on going with it. And it went back up to 43 to 40%. And now, the 9th of February, it went down to 37, went down to 35, went down to, and then it went back up a little bit to 36. On the 11th and 12th, and the 12th, that's why, another reason why I think that these share prices are going to go up. We're way too low. And look at the volume. It's just so low through here. I mean, you're talking about 8 million, 7 million shares trading hands. I mean, look at some of these hits right here. Some of that stuff was 37 million. That's when they were pushing this thing up. All right, so we're looking at the percentage of shorts is 33% now. So this is a good report to look at. The less shorts mean as less people think they're going to make money off of your shares by shorting it. Now, this is another report that I received from MarketBeat. It shows the short interest ratio and the volume. Now, this is what you need to know about the company. There is 1.9 billion shares. This is billion. But the float is only 112 or 113 million shares. Now, it's all the shares that the institution and the other people can use. Only 112 million, not the 1.9 billion shares. A lot of times you have these outstanding shares, they're held in a chest in the company that can use them for if they're buying another company or if they're going to expand or something like that, and they'll put some of these shares underneath it and lock it all up. Okay, or they can use it as collateral for cash for banks, unless there's an agreement upon it and they buy those shares back. Or the insiders own these shares that are not on the record for the open market. So the only thing you need to worry about in the open market right here is these shares, called the float size. Now, they show you the different shares of the float that are short at this particular time. And the short interest ratio is 3.0. It's not days to cover. There's no slash here saying how many days to cover. That's a short interest ratio, and we're going to get that here in a minute. Let's answer these questions here. The short interest of the volume of Rocket Company shares that have been sold short but have not been yet covered or closed out as of January 29th. The investors have sold 35.4 million shares of Rocket. That was 31.34% of the Rocket shares that are sold short. That's on that particular day. Remember, we went through that short list. So, what is a good short interest ratio for Rocket companies? The short interest ratio, also known as days to cover ratio, is calculated by dividing the number of shares of the stock sold short divided by the average trading volume. A short interest ratio between 1 and 4 generally indicates strong positive sentiment about a stock and the lack of short sellers. Again, a strong sentiment about a stock and a lack of short sellers. A short interest ratio of 10 or greater indicates small pessimism about a stock. Rocket Companies currently has a short interest ratio of a 3.0. So that means we have a strong positive sentiment about a stock and the lack of short sellers. What is a good short interest percentage for Rocket Companies? Companies that have a short interest as a percentage of the float below 10% indicates positive investment sentiment. Stocks with short interest percentages above 10% is considered high, suggesting some investors are pessimistic about the stock. Companies with a short interest percentage of 20% indicates widespread negative sentiment. And currently 31.34% of the Rocket Company's floating shares are currently sold short. And then they talk about the decreasing. Is it increasing or decreasing? What is Rocket Company's float size? Rocket Companies currently has issued a total of 1.9 billion shares. Some of Rocket Company's outstanding shares are available for trading, while others are subject to various restrictions. The public float, also referred to as the floating shares or the float, are the shares that are publicly owned, unrestricted, and available to trade on the open market. Rocket Companies currently has a public float of 112.9 million shares. The short interest is based off of the float that's available for trading. These are the shares available for trading. And then they compare them. Whereas all these other companies do not have as much short interest as Rocket does. And then they go through all this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here on the market beat, and I'm going to attach that inside my description down below. I'm going to put that there, and you can read all that. Not to make this video longer than it needs to be. Now, we didn't discuss this. I'm going to stick this information here. It's talking about developing a pipeline, a diverse affiliates, partnership agreements here. I'm going to put that down there too. Go into regular Yahoo here, and you click this information down here about the company. You click that, and it'll automatically pop up all about the company, and you can invest. You can seek out any information you want to know about them. Now, right now, the average price target for analysts is 24.68. Our price right now is at 20.68. In my opinion, we're going higher. We got earnings coming up on the 25th of February. We should be around $22 right now. And hopefully we get a short squeeze in the next week, because within 2 weeks, we're going to have earnings come out. And if they blow it out of the park, the stock is going to shoot up. And those shorts, they'll get stomped out. So that's why I believe that the Rocket stock is going to go up. Okay, so let's get on with the trade. We had 30 minutes before the closing on Friday. We have to figure out what to do with certain positions. Let's go over here and let's look at our positions. We got this option here that expires today. I'm calculating we're going to get about $10. It's going to cost us $10 to get out of the position. I'm also calculating it's going to cost us $10 to get out of this position. My plan here is to roll this 21 over for 12 February over to this 21 strike price for 19th February for one more week. Now remember, there's only 4 days left in next week's trading. On this one here, I'm trying to figure out if I just want the option to just go ahead and expire, and then on Tuesday when the price goes up to get a 21.50, or should I go with a 21 as well as today? Because a 21.50 is not as, it's only going to give us about $125. I'd rather take my chances. And if I do that, if I do the 125, I might as well go ahead and do one more option against one of these positions and only have one position that's open. So this is what we had, our thought process when we got multiple positions within the same stock, what to do. So let's get back over here to the market. Market's crummy for us for Rocket this week because it's low volume. All right, let's go to the 1 day. We already know what the price is, 20.55, which we shouldn't even be down here. This is what's been going on. It's just been going down, 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 down each day. Okay, and now we're down here. We were even higher back in December. This low part here was in January. That's down to 20. Hopefully we don't get down there. If we do, I'll buy some more. But that's only 50 cents from where we are. If you look at this, it's been going down, then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down. Now what happened was they unlocked the shares. But the problem about it is the volume down here is nothing. So because we have a lack of volume and participation, we're just drifting lower. So we still have time. We still have about 24 minutes here. All right, we're 15 minutes to the market closes. Let's get our trade ready. All right, both our positions still have $2.50 involved. But it's going to cost us about $5 to get out of it because it's under a penny. It's a half a penny. So what we're going to do is we're going to go after the first 21 strike price option. This will be the first one we roll over. We're going to go up here and we're going to select, underneath select a strategy, we're going to hit roll. And then we're going to turn around and say buy to close. Remember your quantity, 5. Our expiration date is today. The strike price was 21. It's a call option. We're selling to open. Another 5 options. Expiration date is February 19th, 2058. Strike price is going to be another 21. Now, we're going to turn around and say order type. You got to go in here and you got to put net credit. Okay, if it doesn't automatically do it for you, you got to put it in there. So we're still at 2057 here. We should be up to like 8 million right now. Or even closer to 11 million. Not no 7 million. And that's why the price is depressed right now. And that's why we're not getting a big, huge premium. So let's go up here, go for 36. A lot of things happen within the last 5 minutes of the close. So that's why sometimes you want to wait and be patient, because there's a lot of shorts that doesn't want to be holding the position till over the weekend. So we're going to try to get as much premium as we can out of this puppy here, because this might be our last trade of the day. All right, let's go ahead and pull this trigger. All right, we were executed up here. All right, let's get the other one ready. Expiration date, it's going to be the 19th. Select 2150. Select here, net credit. Remember, you have to select that. Put down 0.27. Let's see what 27 will give us. All right, it'll give us $128. Let's go with 21. All right, let's go with 40 cents. See if we get 40 cents out of there. All right, let's leave this page here. Let's go back to our option status one last time. See if it went through. Nope, that option did not go through. Okay, now what we're looking for profits for this next week is 431 out of here. All right, this position is closed. Okay, so this position is also going to be closed because closed the business today. They didn't let the order to go through, so it's expired. Okay, so basically what's going to happen is tomorrow it's going to get resolved and the position is just going away. So we can go ahead and close this position out. We keep all the premium. It didn't cost us any money. Like over here, it cost us $8 to get out of the position. Didn't cost us anything. We just keep the cash, right? And my premium so far in all this is 207. So basically that's closed up. So those are the break-evens now. The new break-even for RKT is, if you want to keep this as a profit at the end of the week, we have to get 21.19 for each one of these shares. Or just to break even, counting this money and all this, we had to get 21.05. That's it. And then we broke even of this, all these shares. So we got some work to do next week. Right here, this rocket here, we'll pick up $431. Now, if we took all this rocket here and added it with this, it would take us less to break even. So I'll think about that. Maybe I'll do that next week. But remember, Monday, there's no trading. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover real quick at our possible profits. I mean, our weekly, just so you know, we only made $164 that cleared for this week. That's it. Everything else got pushed over. Okay, for next week, not counting up on top here, we're now going after $2,197 next week. That's just in these positions here. $2,197. You can see it down here, $2,197. And if we close out this position with just 207 profit, that would get us close to $2,400. Because we didn't take this as a profit today, we had to roll it over to another option. Okay, so I hope you guys understood that option that we just done. We just rolled over pretty much out of the money option. Hey, appreciate you guys watching my video today. There's a lot of things going on with Rocket. And remember, we're heavily shorted. So whenever somebody turns around and buys in, you'll see the share price jump up real quick, like 50 cents or 30 cents or 20 cents. Okay, any type of big lots that come in, you see that share jump. It's because of all the shorts that are in the position. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. You guys take care of yourselves. Be safe this weekend. And click the like button and subscribe and share this video with other people. All right, thank you. And be safe out there. It's sunny. I'm out.